The government is ramping up its plans for sanctions on Jobseeker beneficiaries that do not fulfil their obligations. Social Development and Employment Minister Louise Upston today announced a new Let's Talk Work seminar. It's called Kōrero Mahi, which beneficiaries must attend within the first 2 weeks after they start receiving a benefit. Those that do not comply could be sanctioned, have their benefit cut, unless there is a good reason. Upston says that the seminar obligation was one tool to help the government achieve its target of 50,000 fewer people on the Jobseeker benefit from 2030. And in fact, if you cast your mind back, Christopher Luxon used his State of the Nation speech in February to tell beneficiaries taking advantage of the welfare system that the, in quotes, free ride was over. All right. Kay Brereton is a long-time beneficiaries advocate and was a member of the former government's welfare expert advisory group. And Kay joins us on the platform. Afternoon, Kay.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
No, look, thank you for your time. If we look at this, we've got about 188,000 people currently receive the job seeker support, but only about 53,000 of them have employment case managers at any given time, according to the government. So they feel that, this might be a way of getting more people support. But do you see it as a more political posturing?
I think it's the only way they've got to reach their target of reducing benefit numbers is to use sanctions, because there aren't jobs out there at the moment. The actual numbers of people on benefit are increasing quickly. In the town I'm in, Nelson, we're hearing of businesses closing, we're hearing of people losing their jobs, as well as the government redundancies and all the other ones we're hearing about. Work and Income tells me they're seeing about 18 new business a day in Nelson, so that's about 18 people applying for benefit a day.
Gosh. Wow. And so you were, as I said, you were a member of the former government's welfare expert advisory group. Do sanctions work?
No. Sanctions do not move people closer to employment. They move people further away from employment. They're discouraging. If you are trying to survive on $600 a week as a couple, and that gets cut to $300 a week, you're stressed, you're financially stressed, and getting work is a further away goal because your head is taken up with, how do I pay my rent, how do I feed myself, and you're not in a headspace where you can look for work. What the research told us was that sanctions don't have the desired effect of getting people into employment. They actually increase people's health issues, their stress, all of those things instead. They whack their confidence. And that's the thing employers talk about when they talk about not wanting to hire someone on a benefit. They don't have any confidence, they don't present well, they seem all beaten down and stuff. That's because the system is doing that to them.
So Kay, if we look at what was Louise Upston said today about this new Kōrero Mahi, Let's Talk Work seminar, which now beneficiaries must attend within the first 2 weeks after they start receiving a benefit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are there not already, seminars and people have to present to MSD and as it is? Are there not already meetings?
There are already meetings. In fact, the most common reason people are sanctioned is because they didn't make it to a meeting with their case manager.
Right.
And the most common reason they don't do that is because they don't feel like it's achieving anything. So my big question is this actually in any way adding value? Is this in any way making people more likely to be closer to the job market? And I think the answer is no.
What would work, Kay?
Capacity.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too. The ministry, MSD, says they're already overworked. So who's going to run this Kōrero Mahi? I'm not sure.
What I think it's going to do in terms of the ministry's capacity is they're already behind in processing applications. I'm seeing people taking 4 or 5 weeks to get their benefit granted. That's probably going to stretch out. Their ability to see people for those first appointments and for their emergencies is going to stretch out to try and free up staff to do these seminars.
Yeah.
What would work is a really difficult question. What would work is there being jobs for people to go to right at the moment, because I meet plenty of motivated job seekers, and especially people who've just lost their jobs. They don't want to go on benefit. They want to go back into work. They want to stay in the workforce. And so what would work is a really good rapid matching job service. What would work is effective active labour market policies that help people to retrain and to repurpose the skills that they have from work, to pick up people as they're becoming redundant and to work with them so they never even have to enter the benefit system. The benefit system is demoralising.